lobster with a shrimp fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift wrap. Bet that, real never switch that. Came along.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got Bobby Okereke, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Giants and the 49ers on Thursday night primetime.
Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time. There's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Rose. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 76 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this from 37. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Brings up second and goal.
Barkley again. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Personal foul.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how... touchdown. Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. Now 3rd down and 7. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as he's across midfield to the 48. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. As they've got it as we resume action. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs? Yeah, 5 straight. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time. And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it. It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
1st down, Giants.
At the 60, at the 60. Straight up.
Back to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a toss left side into the hands of dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Gano's kick is good. And the Cubs lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You know,
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up. 5th place. Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
103 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Rose
throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but
running. Because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Giants.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, you got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Back to throw here. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds here. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 21-17. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Rose. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Back to throw again. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. It's Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburón Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital. A big test for the Washington Commanders as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, another doubleheader. Philly and Tampa at 7:15, followed by the Super Bowl rematch from a couple of years ago. The Rams and Bengals from Cincinnati. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 6. Campbell making the catch. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken at the 23. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rose. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rose eluding the pressure. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. McCaffrey running up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll take this down to the 26.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Rose. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Rose. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Paris Campbell.
64 yards.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished up by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Looking to throw on second down. Rose over the middle. He's got Watkins.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Operating from the gun. Rose. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offense.
Turn.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
138 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's getting cold in here, Carter, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They'll finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Off the play fake. Rose. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
18, pioneer. Ready.
Looking to throw. Rose. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, good move. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now back to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 7.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Going in motion left, that's Campbell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is the team has been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up.
The guy's man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
49ers field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Giants now down by 10. 1:51 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Now a throw here, hold in. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Slayton. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought two words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the 49ers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on